Right shadow in the back. Oh, Billy! You're on.
Before I start, I'd like to remind you it is April the 1st. Having said that, before I say this, the judges told me to tell you that they were very impressed with the standard of dress and the general standards. And the marks were actually very, very close. I mean, the first three were separated by about 6 marks, so it was very, very close indeed. But there has to be a first, there has to be a second, there has to be a third. And we agreed that third prize will get the glory of being third. The second prize will get a copy of the video, and the first prize will get a copy of the video, a cup. We decided to award the same cup every year, and we'll also get a small cup to keep. Anyway, back to the marks. We have in third place Mark Spevick. We have in second place Philip Blackmore. And the winner in first place is John Allen. That's it.
From your pocket?
Yes.
Of course. The ball has gone from my hand. Would you like to open up your hand? And there you have 2 sponge balls. Thank you very much. Was that so good you wanted to see it done again? Yes, I was talking to myself. Yes, I would like to see that one done again. Which sponge ball would you like? That one or this one? That one. Can I borrow your right hand? Have you ever been a magician's assistant? No, just a ventriloquist dummy. Okay. There it is. Take hold of the wand. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the sponge ball because he wasn't too good at holding onto it. So if you could do it a bit better than he was, I'd be much obliged. Okay, put your hand down there. This time I'm going to try something different. I'm going to put the ball into my pocket. It's going to shoot up the sleeve, that counts as 1. Shoots across the shoulders, that counts as 2. Shoots down the sleeve, that counts as 3. On the count of 3, you wave the wand over my hand 3 times and you say pure magic. Can you handle that? Good. The ball goes into the pocket. It shoots up the sleeve, that counts as 1. Shoots across the shoulders, that counts as 2. Shoots down the sleeve, that counts as 3. Very good. Doing the breaststroke at the same time. Look at that. Did you feel anything there? Now open up your hand. You'll find not the 1, you will find the 2. Now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to give you both. Keep your hand down there. We don't need the wand. For we have 2 sponge balls that are very warm, very cosy, very dark hand. We have 2 little lovely sponge balls in there. And the only thing that can happen if we have 2 sponge balls in a very warm, very dark, very cosy place, if you'd like to open your hand, you get little tiny sponge balls. Thank you very much. Now, does anyone have a handkerchief I can borrow? If anyone has a handkerchief, I'll be much obliged. And one for certain, no, a little bit big. If you could just look after those, don't look at them just yet. Would you like to check that for me? It is clean, don't worry. Yes? I am myself. Now, what did you say your name was? Leon. Good memory. Can I just ask you to make a little well in there for me? Wasn't that fun for both of us? What I'd like you to do is open up the matchbox and show everyone, including the video, what is inside. I didn't say show off, I just said show the video. Yes, paper clips. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the paper clips into my handkerchief, which was so expertly examined. Now, unfortunately, this does get a little boring, but you're lucky because originally I used to do this with about 50 or 60 of them. But after about a quarter of an hour of putting paper clips into a handkerchief, it got really boring for everyone. Now, I need 4 hands for this. 4 hands. Who have we got? We've got you. Firstly, can you make sure you can see the paper clips in there? Yep. You can see the paper clips in there? Yep. And can the video see the paper clips in there? No. Fine. Can I take my word for it? Can I just ask you to take hold of that corner? And can you take hold of that corner? Can you take hold of that corner? And have a guess. Very good. The idea of this is I'm going to wave the wand 3 times over the handkerchief and say pure magic. When I say pure magic, you pull the corners slowly. The idea is that the paper clips will disappear. Okay, we go 1, we go 2, we go 3, pure magic. When you pull them apart slowly, you'll see that they tend to come back again. Never mind. Never mind. They did disappear, honest. They did, but they came back. See, the thing is, when they do come back, they never like to travel alone. And what you'll find is they've managed to all come together like so. Now, moving swiftly on, for that's what we have to do. Does anyone have a 10-pence piece on? As we rehearsed before. Only joking. One 10-pence piece and a bottle. Do you know what that bottle is? Yes, yes. Do you know what was inside it before it was empty? Baby sham. It's a baby sham bottle. One day will grow up to be a big sham. This is a 10p. This is your 10p? Yes? You can talk. It's all right. Can I just ask you... No, not that hand. I'm not proposing. Can I just ask you to hold on to the bottle like so? Now, this is a sort of new drink drive test that they're bringing in on the motorway. Basically, what they do is they pull you over. You hold this steady. What it is, they pull you over and they give you a bottle and they have to balance the coin on there like that. And if you can stay there for an hour, alright, like that, then you're sober enough to drive. You see? But that's pretty difficult for some people, you see. So what I think is the easiest thing to do is to actually get the coin inside like that. And then what you can do is you can obviously stand there at the motorway looking a complete idiot, but with a coin there, you see. And that's the best way to do it. Can I ask you just to cup your hands together? Very good. Up a bit. With a bit of love, we should be able to get the coin out. And you, whoops, check that. Is that a solid bottle? Is that a solid coin? And that is how you get a coin inside the bottle. I'd like to finish, because I think I'm up to about 8 minutes, with one of my favourites. It's called the cup and the ball trick. Do you know why it's called the cup and the ball trick? We use a ball and a cup, yes. Now, if I put the cup over the ball, where is the ball? Very good. If I manage to balance the ball on top of the cup there, where is the ball? On the bottom of the cup, because the cup, of course, is upside down. Now, you didn't realise that, did you? But the ball is on the bottom of the cup because the cup is upside down. Now, can I just ask you to look after the ball for the moment, but don't lose it, because if you do lose it, you'll find it ends up back under the cup. Yes? Yes. Can you see feel better than that? Just hold the tree, please. But don't squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, it ends up there. But I think the best thing is when I put it into my pocket, click my fingers, it travels all around the body and ends up back under the cup there. Like that. You look mystified. Would you like an explanation as to how that's done? Yes, I would. Okay. First of all, you have to make sure people can see the ball in the cup. So if I can ask you, where's the ball?
Inside the cup.
Where's the ball? Inside the cup. Basically, it's inside the cup. What you have to do is tip the ball out onto your hand, place the cup down so the video can see it. Then what you can do is, if you can click your fingers like that, me and you. If I can click my fingers like that, the ball shoots up the sleeve, across the shoulders, down the sleeve, lift up the cup, and the ball goes under there. I will show you what's happening. The ball goes into the pocket. We click the fingers, it shoots up here, it comes across here, comes down here, we lift up the cup, and the ball goes under there. Did you see that? Yeah, there's the ball. Now that's what happens when a magician puts it into his right hand pocket, but a magician will never put it into his left hand pocket. Wow. Thank you for asking. The magician will never put it into this pocket, because if he does, the ball will go into this pocket, it shoots up the sleeve, comes across here, down the sleeve, you lift up the cup, but the ball changes into an egg. Now as a little finish, I'd love to give you this cream egg, but that means that he would get anything. All I have to do is snap my fingers and you can have that one. You can have that one. Thank you very much indeed.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mark Spebrick.
Oh. Thank you. As you may or may not know, I am actually a mentalist. That means I do psychometrical experiments. Experiments not like normal magic, because these don't use magic of objects you can see. It uses magic of objects of the mind. Certain other things. Now, I'm going to show you some psychometrical experiments, but first we need a volunteer. Would you like to help?
Yes.
Good, because you don't rather have a choice. Would you like to cup your hands like this? Everybody has a streak of psychometrics in them. That means you're all a bit mental, as I'm sure you know. You can read minds. If you had the feeling you've done something before, or you've thought of an event and it's happened,
Yes.
good, that means you might have a streak of it. We're going to test for the streak. Would you like to cup your hands a bit closer towards the audience? We're going to use this little object here. This tests whether you have any mediumistic abilities. Just tip your hands to the audience and see. Now watch. Concentrate hard. Try and bring out those abilities in you. Cup your hands. Watch. As you can see, the ball has started to glow. Now, that proves that you have mediumistic ability. So maybe you can help me with the next experiment. For in here, I have some cards. I'm sure you know what playing cards are, don't you? Yes. Good. We have a simple amount of cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 3 jokers and a king. Now, using your abilities of ESP, which is easier for you lot to understand rather than psychometry, extrasensory perception, using your powers, could you tell whether that was the king, that was the king, that was the king, or that was the king?
No.
You couldn't. Very simple. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get you to use your abilities. You watching? He's going to try and use his abilities and find out which one it is. We'll ask you, alright, do you think that looks different, or that looks different from that one? No, okay. I want you both to try and feel your abilities. Feel them coming out. You'll be able to tell which one's different. I'll ask him first time, okay? Do it as quick as you can. If I point to the card, if it looks different, say yes. If it doesn't, say no.
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 No. Yes.
No, okay. We're left with one card. He's chosen one card which he says he feels different. Now, I don't know if that feels different to any of you lot. Does it look or feel different? I ask you. But not to shout out, please. Do you feel that feels different? It does. He's using his ability as well. Should we see if you're right, whether that is the king? Astonishment, that is the king. You have chosen the king. You could have chosen that joker, or that joker, but instead, using your powers of ESP, you chose that king. There's another form of manipulating the mind for magic, and that is known as telekinesis. It's using the mind to move objects or create happenings with just the mind, no other forms. I'd like to show you a telekinetical experiment using a steel tube there and a ball, steel ball, which you place on the tube. Now I'll ask my 2 volunteers and all you lot out there to help me with this one. You see, if we all put our minds together, things will happen. I want you all to think to the ball, look at the ball and stare at it and think sink, sink. Think to the ball to sink, use your mind. Think sink, imagine it being forced down by a sledgehammer. Think sink, think sink, think sink, think sink, think sink. There. See, our minds club together and force that ball down the tube. Now I want you all to think of somebody like crushing the tube and squeezing the ball out. Think as hard as you can for the ball to rise. Use your minds. Think hard. Think. Think. Rise. Think of it being squeezed like a toothpaste tube. Think. As you can see, the ball has now risen back up again using the power of your mind. We can actually take the tube and place it there. Maybe you'd like to just quickly examine that. Everything normal? Maybe it was magic, or maybe it was our minds. Finally, do you play cards at all?
Not much.
But do you know the difference of the deck of cards, what values and the pictures and the suits and everything? Good, then you can help me with this experiment. You do know a pack of 52 cards, not dissimilar to this one. I want you just to think of a playing card. Think of any playing card, but don't say it. Just think of it. Picture it in your mind. So now I'm going to attempt to read his mind. Now that's a bit tricky because you don't look that type of character, but you may actually cheat. To prove as an insurance that you won't cheat, I'd like you, when I rip and spread the cards like this, if you can't see your card, just move a few out of the way. But if you find your card, say your card was a 3 of spades, what you do is when I turn my back, take out your card, place it face down, square up the deck and place it face down next to it like that. Okay, do you understand what to do? You do. Have you still pictured your card in your mind? Okay, I'm going to rip and spread the card up again. Now, when I turn my back, take your card out, show it to everybody, place it face down, square up the deck and place it face down next to it. I must stress that, okay? So everybody can see the card. Do you understand? Good. Now do that now. Okay? Have you done that? done that?
Yeah.
Good. Are you convinced that I don't know what your card is?
Yes.
Is there any possible way I can know what your card is? No. Okay, what I'm going to do is just bring this down a bit. Your card is there. We've got to lose it in the deck. I'm asking you now, would you just like to cut the deck in half, please? Thank you. And place his card on that half where you cut. And replace the cut. Can you do an overhand shuffle? Would you like to do that, please? Just a quick one. Thank you. Now, as I said, I'm going to attempt to read his mind using the cards to prove that I'm not cheating as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the cards face down in my hand. I want you all out there, you know what his card is, don't you? Good. I want you all to picture his card in your head. Picture it in your mind. Imagine you're broadcasting your message to me, and you as well. And you, I'd like you to think of your card hard. And because you're near here, as soon as you see your card, when I turn it face up on the table like that, as soon as you see your card, will me to stop. Think in your mind, stop. With a bit of luck, I should be able to pick up those readings, and all of your readings out there, and actually stop. Alright, so think hard. Because you can see the cards. Think. Everybody picture the card. So I go through the cards. It's concentration for this one. Think of the card. Think of the card. Think of the card. Think of the card. The message is weak. I'd ask you all to think of the card at normal size, please. There's the card, the Ace of Hearts. Applaud if I'm right. Thank you. Was that magic? Or was it the power of the mind? Thank you.
Price.
Lee, what's your name, please? Philip. Philip, do you like magic? Good. I don't know why you come here, because I don't do it. No card tricks, yeah? Card tricks? No, big card. Shades of one. These are all different. Okay, change the camera, aren't we? Say stop. Short card there. And you had a free choice of anywhere in the deck you could place your card. You had a free choice of any card in the deck, yeah? I'm going to show you a process. I'm going to use a process of elimination to find your card in this deck. I'm going to take 8 cards. And by a process of elimination that found you all, I will find your card. Ready? What was the name of your card? Ah. 9 of Hearts. Let's try use another 8 cards. I don't think I'll chuck them all over the floor, because all that seems to do is make a mess with it. I'll use a more simple process of elimination, a cleaner version. I'm just going to show you the cards, and I'm going to leave them down on this table until we end up, you've got 8, so we end up with 4. Okay? But I don't want you to say if you see your card. Okay? 3 of diamonds. And we'll get rid of the next one. 3 of spades. Do this with 8 of diamonds. And the 6 of diamonds. So now we have 4 cards. I think that's going to be a bit too many, so if I just run through the cards. So we've got the 8 of diamonds, yeah? The next one, and 3 of spades. Point to one of those cards. We'll keep that one there. That leaves us with the 8 of diamonds, which again wasn't your card. So, your card could be anywhere in there. Watch. I'm going to try and make the 2 cards change places. You won't see it, hopefully. Watch. Did you see the cards change places? You didn't. That's because it happens very quickly. I'll just get rid of these. Now, you was watching that very closely, yeah? Do you think you've got good powers of observation? Quite good. I'd like to demonstrate this with 4 dominoes. 1, 2. Now, do you notice any similarity between any dominoes? Amazing, you see. All I want you to do is just to watch very carefully where the dominoes go. Okay? Watch. Have you watched that so far? You know where the dominoes are, yeah? Watch. You still know where the dominoes are. You still know them. So if I was to take those 2 and put them there, what would I have? And if I was to take those 2 there, what would you have? Hold them in your hand. Right, all I want you to do is hold them up high so they can see. Now all I want you to do is do a little flick like that. Oh, expertly done. Because now in my hand I have a double 5s. And if you're open your hand, you should have double 2s. Now it may have been a bit hard for you to follow. So we'll take away 2 dominoes. That leaves us with these 2 here. Now I'm going to place them into my hand and remove 1 domino. That's the 2. I'm going to leave the other one down on the table. Now if I put this one in my hand and hold it up in the air, how many does that leave on the table? How many dominoes are on the table? You can look, but you can't count. Right. Now, if I was, pick that one up in your hand. Hold it up really high so everyone can see it. Okay. Now, if I just turn my one face down, we are now in opposite positions. Yeah. If we are now in opposite positions, that means the dominoes should be as well. So if you look, mine was the double 2, it's now the double 5. And if you'd like to put yours on the table, that is now the double 2. Just leave those to the side. Now, do you believe in mentalism and mind reading? You don't. I'd like to disprove that theory. We've got a dictionary and a few cards, just to examine the dictionary, the cards, anything you like. Do you have a pencil on you? Does anyone have a pencil?
Not a pen.
I'm just smashing time there. Thank you. Now they say most psychics receive messages better left-handedly. But it's a proven scientific fact. You may laugh. All I'm going to do is I'd like you to look through the dictionary and just pick out any 3, 4-letter words, because the shorter the word, the easier it is. For me, you've picked one. Will you keep the book on that page? In fact, will you ring the word? So you're scribbling over the whole book. You've done that. Okay. Put the book down. Yeah. Oh, you can leave it close. Now, how many words? No, sorry. What was the name of your word? What was your word? C. C. S-E-A. Yeah. As in C-E. S-E-E, sorry. Now, how many words do you reckon are in that dictionary? About 10,000. I've forgotten to make a prediction. Did you spot the deliberate mistake? You did. We'll try again. Just pick another word. It's a deliberate mistake. See how many of you are actually watching. By the looks of it, half of you have fallen asleep already, which I'm not really surprised. You've got another word. Think that one. Okay, right, now think of that word really hard. I'm going to make a prediction. Please excuse the scrawling writing. I'm usually a left-hander. Okay, I've made my prediction on the card. I've put the pencil as far away from me as possible. What was your word for the first time?
Nil.
Nil. How many words do you reckon are in that dictionary? Yes, it says it on the back. I'll give you a little hint. 17,000 words. You could have picked any one of those words out of a... yeah? You picked the word nil, and I picked it.
different. There's an ace, there's a 3, 10, all different. Now these jacks are a gang of robbers. And the rest of the cards are a nice block of flats. Now, the jacks, the robbers want to rob the block of flats. The first robber says he'll stand on guard and look out for the cops. The second robber says he'll go near the bottom of the block of flats. The third robber says he'll go in the middle of the block of flats. And the fourth robber says he'll go on top of the block of flats. Now, the first robber is looking out for the cops, sees a police car coming up the road towards the block of flats. So he runs back and jumps on top of the block of flats. He's a very good jumper. And he shouts down to all the other robbers to come up to the attic where it's safe. And amazingly, they all come up to the top. I have a solid ring and 2 little sort of cups. And there are 5 coins under the first cup. Now, most people make 5 coins, go down. Make them go down. Through. I like making them go up. Through the ring. And this. Have all completely disappeared.
Now we have Leo Mills.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. What I'm about to do today isn't that difficult. Even Sam Fox can do this, and that's saying something. Talking of Sam Fox, you know the Brits Awards? They put it out on video, they took out all the mistakes, and it lasts for 30 seconds. But no, on with the magic. We'll have to have... come on, James. Sit up here, please, if you don't mind. Thanks. Thank you. Yep. We'll start with a deck of 52 cards. Can you see that? Okay, yes, well, trust me. Right. Just take a card, any card you like, please. No, take a card while it's there, okay? We'll take one, alright? I'll tell you what. I'll make it easy for you, Tim. Okay, that's great. Have a look at it. Remember it, show the rest of the audience, and write something on it, please. Have you done it? Show the camera.
I think he means the face.
Did you mean the face of the card?
Face does help, you know. The backs are all the same. I think that's how Bobby Bernard does his tricks.
Okay, good see you.
I tell you. Right. Where have you written? Have you written on the face? No. Alright, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tell you what, just say stuff. Just Stop. That's great. Okay, put the card back in there. That's smashing. Now, what do we do next? Next, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just cut the cards. Give the card to shuffle using this note, please. I'm not showing off. It's just the only one I know. Okay. Right, and yes. Is this your card? Is this your card? No, okay, it's fluffed up. Yes, okay. Never mind. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go on. We'll move on. We'll move swiftly on. Moving swiftly on, we'll start with this. We'll use something a little bit different. My thumb and a skewer. Now these two go together quite well. Now all you do is you just take the skewer and you put it through the nail and out the other side. But I don't like to do this on myself. I like to use my volunteer here. Right. Smile now. Cut off all the blood supply. Just keep smiling. Over there. Look at the camera. Say hello to all your friends and relatives. Tell me if it hurts. It hurts. I said look at them. Smile. No one will notice. Here we go. It hurts. It hurts. Alright, sorry. I'll tell you what. We'll do something a little bit different. We'll use my thumb instead. But I'll tell you, I don't want anyone to see this, so just to keep it safe, I'll just use my own thumb. So here we go. May I have a drum roll, please? Thank you. Here we go. In one side. In one side. And out the other. My thumb and one skewer. Some of you may not believe that my thumb is actually inside it. Can I have your finger, please? The small one. That's a thumb. I think that's one of the first things you ever learn. Here we go. Can you just feel my thumb in there? Can you feel that? Please. Right, can you just feel I'll tell you what we'll do. This, yes, there's a bit of bloodshed going on here. So what we'll do is take out the skewer. We'll take off the card, but before we take off the card, can you just have a look at that card? What card is that? Was that the card you had before? Yes, and was my thumb in one condition? So that's two tricks in one, and all copyright goes to me. Davenports, if you want to buy it, you come to me first. Right then. Moving swiftly on, you may now retake your seat. Yes, we're coming to an end. Billy, is it all right? Oh, good. Okay. We'll finish with one of those classics. Yes, the cups and balls. You can buy these outside in the shop if you don't belong here. You can buy these outside. £15. They're very cheap. There we go. Right, one of them anyway. No, here we go. The cups and balls. You've seen them before. You'll see them again. Who said that? Oh, well, you can say it again. And of course, you need. What comes next? What goes with this? Billy, help. Bill. What? Balls is not that bad. What comes next? Balls?
Yes.
No, these. Okay. These are demon balls too. You can get these outside in the shop too. No, you can get these in the shop. Right, we'll continue. Look. Be serious now. Look. Cup 1, cup 2, cup 3. Right? Ball 1, ball 2. I don't know where that one came from. Ball 3. No, here we go. So we take ball 1, and it goes into this hand like that. We give it a little wave. Ball vanishes. Same with ball number 2. The ball vanishes. What are you laughing for? It's not that bad. Something wrong? No? Good. Right. And ball 3 with cup 3. But we'll do it a little bit different this time. Take the ball in that hand, give it a wave. Bring in the 1. Give it a spin. Vanishes. I don't know why people are laughing here. I don't know why I bother. I got up this morning at 9 o'clock. I was practicing. I don't know if it did any good. Please. Billy, is it all right? Is there something wrong? Can you bring it out a bit, please? I don't know where we got to. Why is everyone laughing? know what John's laughing at. No, I'm just going to go, look, we've got a solid back here, right? Okay, we'll put one cup down there, we'll put one ball into my pocket. And we've also solid back there, we'll put this ball into my pocket. And we've got a solid back here. And put that gum down there, and this cup down into my pocket. Now, if all goes well, we get the 3 balls back. Oh, I'm going to cut this short. I can't do this. I'm going to cut this short. I can't stand anymore. Right, the 3 balls in my pocket. Here we go. The 1, 2, 3. We give the fingers a snap, and there you have it. Cut out the middle part, because I knew something was wrong. But I think I'm going to finish. I stuffed all the before and get the balls in the middle, so we'll finish now. Goodbye. I'm going to go and do it to the trap outside.
And now we have James Sands.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Well, just before I begin my show, not my show, my act, my close-up act, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a very serious magician, and I do not like people laughing at me, even when I crack a joke. Now, I'm going to try and keep a straight face throughout my act. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an amazing magical trick with an amazing pack of cards. A lot of people do magic tricks with packs of cards. It's been going on for years and years and years. I don't know how long, but it's gone on very long. Now, this is not supposed to be a very funny trick. I'm shuffling and doing it through the deck and doing an overhand shuffle. John, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to shuffle that deck. While I'm shuffling that deck, I'll carry on with another trick. No, I won't. Now, please don't shuffle them too well. I might get a bit, I might not be able to do this magic trick. I think you're shuffling a bit too well. Okay, now, no laughing, by the way. That's fine. Right. Could you please tell me to stop? Sorry, that was too quick. Try again. Could you please tell me to stop? That was good. Tell me to stop this time. Now make it a little bit easier.
Stop.
Sure?
Sure.
Good. Right. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look at that card there. Is this one? Like everyone else to look at it as well.
Right.
Promise you I wasn't looking on a television screen. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle through the deck. I'm going to find your card. I'm going to be excellent. Now, I'm afraid Dippy isn't with me, so he won't be able to give me any help. Is that your card?
No.
Oh dear. I don't know if I should show you another trick. I'll just try it. That card? No. Try once more. Is that your card? Now, I'm a brilliant psychologist, and I'm going to memorize and I'm going to find the card. His card is a red card, and it's called the 2 diamonds. Is it?
That is 2 diamonds, but that's not my card.
No. This is very tricky. Shuffle it 3 times, let's say. Your card is the 3 of diamonds?
No.
Let's try it. 3 of clubs. Now that's what I call magic. You may think... No laughing, by the way. No laughing. Right. Here I have a trick that is supposed to be very disgusting. What it consists of is 2 paddles. You don't row a boat. Not those paddles. 2 paddles with 2 spots on them. Now you're making it... Oh, that's boring. 2 spots on both sides, by the way. I have to show you that first. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something completely and utterly amazing. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. It's jumped. What? You shouldn't have jumped. Why did you jump? Oh dear. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3. Jump back. No, I haven't jumped back. Oh no, there's no more spots on this. 4. Try again. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. Start rubbing. 3 spots now. My God! Where did those come from? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be completely absolutely amazing, and I'm going to make only 1 spot. 1, 2, 3. Oh dear. Try again. 1, 2, 3. trick. What's so funny? I'm supposed to be serious. Right. What this trick consists of is a ball and tube. Very boring. Now, my sister told me about a Beano character called Bonnie. And he's got a very bald head. And one day, he walked up to a magician and he said, I'm better than you. I can do more magic tricks than you can. He said, stop it, you petty. Put your hand by your side. And he said, sorry. What I'm going to do now is I am going to do a very good magic trick. This magician, and he started showing magic tricks that were absolutely terrible. You could see how they were done. So this magician was a really mean magician. I don't know if you should hear this. E.G. Bernard. Shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Now, what you do, what this magician did, is he got a sledgehammer and he said, I'm going to really get you. And he got a massive sledgehammer and the kid was going shaking. And he went, 1, 2, 3, bang! And smacked him on the head. And there's all guts and blood flying. And then something started to happen to his head. His head started to sink. He was going, could you help me, please? Could you help me? Please help me. He said, I'll let your head come up again if you stop showing off. And he said, I promise I'll stop showing off. So, slowly but surely, the guy got the person, pulled his tie, and his head came up again. Then what happened is he got the prop and asked someone if they would like to inspect it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my terrible